Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess. I'm sensitive about my shift. I hope you all are doing well. I am doing amazing. Today, I want to make this video because I feel like we are moving in a very dangerous direction when it comes to the concept of weight, when it comes to women and specifically Black women, because I don't care about the other ones. Okay, I don't care. So I want to have a conversation about it because now we're getting to this place where, you know, it's like we're not allowed to speak on a woman being fat. We're not allowed to talk about it. If they're not even trying to lose weight, we're not allowed to speak on that either. I saw this clip on TikTok of Monique and Derek from Love After Lockup. We all know who they are. And it was when he first saw Monique, when he first got out of jail. And it was fat Black women in the comments saying that they loved that when Derek saw her, he spoke on how she was taller than him, but not on how she was morbidly obese and significantly bigger than him, like 5 times his size. They were like, oh, I love that he didn't speak on her weight. And it's like, wait a minute, are we getting to this place where, you feel as though you deserve the same thing everyone else deserves, even though you don't give yourself basic self-respect of not having fat surrounding your organs, making your body work overtime, and y'all are on YouTube and TikTok showing what you eat to stay fat. And then we're not allowed to talk about it. Like if someone mentions it, like we're the bad guy, I don't like it. But we're going to show an example today of a woman that was huge in a dress and it was very unbecoming on her. And she decided to blame the fabric. And it's just really becoming a mental illness at this point, and I want to talk about it. But what else I want to talk about is the fact that I have been juicing. Hello. By the way, if you are looking to lose weight, juicing is a great way to do this. It helps detox your body. If you want to get a detox from Alpha Juice worth $100 or more, you can use my code SIXGOD10 to get $10 off. If you want a detox kit worth $225 or more, use my code SIXGOD25 for $25 off. And you can always use my code SIXGOD for $5 off any order. Alpha Juice delivers organic, fresh pressed juices to your front door. It is Black owned by a super dope married Black couple. So when you buy from them, you're supporting Black business, you're supporting Black love. Where do I sign? Take my money. Take my money. What more I need to know? This flavor is Virgo, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm not going to talk too much. The glasses are going on, y'all. Y'all know when the glasses go on, we mean business. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to show you all the video and let's get started.
The battle of the influencers. Let's get into this tea between Jordan Woods and Stella Williams.
I recently posted a video for the Woods by Jordan collection from Jordan Woods about how you are not allowed to try things on because you can't return it. There is an unworn or unused policy that I misinterpreted, and I apologize. Apparently, we are allowed to try things on. So I did delete that video because I made a mistake and I take accountability for that. And also I'm making this video because I tried the dress on in that video. So now I need to do another one where you guys can see the dress. I do not support this brand. I do not support the price point.
So now on TikTok, I can't really get like a full, like a full screen here, but I'm trying to get it as big as possible so you all can see what's going on here. But literally what's happening in this dress is her stomach is hanging over like her pelvis. So she has her underwear over her stomach. Her stomach is tucked into her underwear in this mesh dress. So I want you all to really try to, I know the screen isn't that big, but I really want you all to really see when she puts on the black dress, you'll be able to see a little better, but I really want you all to see the mass amounts of fat surrounding her lungs, her heart. Let's just continue before I teach the lesson.
I've been doing my job for 7 years, and I've never experienced mesh this low quality from a higher end store. That's not a valid excuse. So here's the first dress. I also never said the items weren't cute. They are, but this quality is giving clearance bin. And any influencer who says otherwise, I do not trust them. Last one. I feel scammed by Jordan Woods for $400, so I'm done following. That's it.
All right, let's get into it. Let's break.
Okay, so let's understand this. All right, because you put something on and you don't like the way your body looks at it, it doesn't give you the right to attack the dress, ma'am. Okay. I've spoken before on why the concept of weight is such a touchy subject when it comes to Black women. And it's a touchy subject because a lot of Black women have gone through a lot of trauma. Overeating is a form of self sabotaging. Being fat and staying fat is a form of self sabotage. I've been counseling women for a long time. I have over 600 women that I have spoke to one-on-one and talked to. And I'm going to tell you all right now, consistently what I have seen, the underlying cause on why women get big and stay big. And it normally is from trauma from SA. The woman subconsciously blames herself for the SA, and she subconsciously feels as though by attracting attention is why she got SA'd. And so they get big and stay big in order to it to be like a defense mechanism almost, so that they will not attract. And from what I've seen, speaking to bigger women, a lot of them tend to feel as though they have to be promiscuous with men, again, because of the SA and because subconsciously they feel as though it's the only way that they give value to a man. It's a psychological, like, mind fuck, to say the least. And so we're getting into this place where we're no longer allowed to talk about it. Women get very emotional over it. The food is their comfort. Okay. The food is their form of adoration, their form of validation, their form of gratification. And the idea of having to let go of the food, they take it so personally because it's also you wanting to take away their form of comfort. That's why I always suggest to women who are suffering with weight issues to get your mental health also checked out. If you're struggling with it, it could be food addiction. It could be a trauma response. Like, you have to get your mind right first. You can't just take a pill and put on a weight shaper. Get your mind right. If you're unhealthy, struggling, unhappy with the way you look, but instead of dieting, losing weight, you're attacking fabric. Mesh fabric is not for a big girl. I'm going to be the one to go ahead and say it. It's just not. Mesh is see-through. So, if you have fat surrounding your lungs and your stomach, it's probably not the right thing to put on. And, we can't get to this place where, and you all confuse me. In one moment is we like being fat. Some men like big girls. Then the other half is, but don't call us fat. Well, I'm tall. If you call me tall, I don't take that as a something to be offensive about. It's factual. I am tall. Where if I was unhappy with my height, calling me tall would bother me. So it confused me. Y'all be like, you like being fat? They won't be like, okay, well, you're fat, and so you can't call us fat. So we're in this place where it's a whole bunch of lying, it's becoming a mental illness at this point. And, it's absolutely mind-blowing to me. So now I want to show you all the response to this. And I will give this woman props because she handled this so much better than I would have, because I would not have handled it this way. But, I'm going to commend her. But this is where we are as a society, where this is how we have to coddle big women. And this is unhelpful. This is not going to help us in any way, shape, or form. So check this out.
All right, let's get into it. Let's break it down. I'm super excited to come on here and talk about this morning because I know how much time and effort I put into this, and I just want to give you guys more education on the dress. Let's get into the stitching, since this is a stitch about a stitch. Number one, this is the tag. I went with this tag because this dress can be hung dry. It is supposed to be hung dry because it can shrink. It can be hand wash, machine wash. It's safe. But this gives you the ability to hang dry it. If you're on the road like me, it's really easy to just pop it on a towel hanger. Also, it's very reinforced. A lot of these tags
Hold on, y'all. This ain't the video I wanted to show y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Because okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is the right one I want to show y'all. Let me reshare this. Because apparently her and this girl went back and forth several times. So, there is several responses. But this is what I wanted to show you where I said, honey, you handled this way better than me. And it's a shame that this is what things have come to. Look at this.
You look phenomenal in the dress. I honestly think you look so good. Thank you for buying the dress. Like,
come on now, be for real. Your PR team is excellent. I'm sure that they had a meeting with you and was like, hey, look, whatever you do, you cannot make fun of this girl, because they probably know as well, like, there is a mental health crisis going on with the whole weight issue, especially when it comes to Black women. And they're probably like, whatever you do not blame the dress looking bad on the fact that she's big. Like, we're in this place where we literally have to it's the same with the issue with the whole trans things. We have to see a grown man, obviously being a man, call him a woman. Like, we're in this weird place of society. Me personally, I am not participating in it. I don't have time for this. If I was this lady, my first thing out of my mouth would have been, girl, be for real. You ain't got no business having this dress on. Okay. Of course, it's going to look so mesh and so sheer and so cheap because it is being stretched beyond belief. Okay. I would have been like, ma'am, please go get some mental health help and please go join a gym. So that way, when you put things on, you're happy with what you see and you're not attacking innocent people instead. Okay.
you look great. I also want to thank you for bringing so much exposure to my brand, being that we just launched Monday, and there's always room for constructive criticism. And I'm always like listening to the consumer and seeing how I can get better and improve with every launch. And I just want to thank you. I will say there is a way to be honest and real without bringing other people down or bringing other influencers into it. Opinions are subjective until you felt the material and some people are going to love it and some people are not going to like it. And that's just what it is with everything. I just want to give you one example. Like on my Instagram, on the brand page, there's a girl that commented, I bought this, I'm returning it, I hate the material. So my support team did investigation, looked for her order, wanted to help. And it turns out she never even made an order and is telling everyone that she bought the dress and she hated it. And there was multiple people doing that. The second we reached out to these people, our account got blocked. This is a brand where I want the
So, she's showing this to the dress.
All right, let's get into it. Let's break it down. I'm super excited to come on here and talk about this morning because I know how much time and effort I put into this, and I just want to give you guys more education on the dress. Let's get into the stitching since this is a stitch about a stitch. Number one, this is the tag. I went with this tag because this dress can be hung dry. It is supposed to be hung dry because it can shrink. It can be hand wash, machine wash. It's safe. But this gives you the ability to hang dry it if you're on the road like me. It's really easy to just pop it on a towel hanger. Also, it's very reinforced. A lot of these tags, like when I buy products, they like come undone super easily. This I can pull. It's not coming off. I did say the inside stitching of the actual dress is beautiful, which I thank you. I take pride in that because to stitch this material can also be challenging. It is ethically made. And, it is double line.
I just let that go on, for some time, just so you all can get the gist of this is really becoming a problem. Okay. And she's one of many. Now, there are many brands where when they are making the larger sizes, they may tend to skimp on the fabric to accommodate the larger size. However, when you're talking about a mesh dress, mesh stretches, it's meant to be, it's meant to be worn smaller and then stretch over you. So I'm waiting for the part where Jordan puts this on because I wanted you all to see how much differently it looks on someone who is not overweight. The problem is not the material. The problem is you're morbidly obese. So, look at this here. This is just ridiculous.
Not an undone stitch for those of you who are thinking that. Now that is what in raw edge looks like. Okay, so now I have the dress on. This is the difference between wearing it down over your hand or scrunched up. You can scrunch it up even more if you would like. And I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. I have a lot of cellulite on my ass, on my legs, and this dress, like normally with a mesh dress, you can see that. This dress completely kind of like smooths that. So I'm gonna get up and show you. So this material actually is smoothing because I have like a dimple and whatever. So
it appears that the dress definitely looks nice when your stomach is not hanging over your vagina, period. And why is it that we cannot just go ahead and say that? You know, it's not helping you if you're just looking for people to coddle you and lie to you about what it is. You cannot project your insecurities on other people. We as a society have got to stop this participation in this mental illness. If you know that you've got things you need to work on, you need to just go ahead and work on it. Okay. The fact that you're making women have to come forward and explain all this because you weigh 350 pounds is absolutely unacceptable. I see now why y'all don't like me, because me personally, I would not do any of this. I would have been like, you're big, the end, bye. You know, stop hiding. I see a lot of big girls, you're hiding in big old pants and big old shirts. Stop hiding and lose the weight. And even better, prevent getting that big. Once you see yourself starting to be a cheeseburger away from obesity, put it down. You know what I mean? This has got to stop. You know, this is just getting worse and worse at this point, honey. I have absolutely no words. I don't know even to say. Y'all give me your thoughts in the comments. Like, how do you feel? Is it a good thing that we got to sit and play dumb and ignore the obvious? Or, you know, I have a lot of women tell me that they glad for listening to me because I help motivate them to realize, like, yeah, I don't need someone telling me, but some men like big girls. I need someone to tell me, like, yeah, you definitely, you know, it's giving weight loss necessary. Okay. So y'all let me know what you think in the comments, honey. I'm over it. I ain't doing it. I'll be the one to tell you, especially when y'all ain't got no problems talking about somebody is skinny. Y'all will say that in a second. But then when somebody say y'all big, it's a problem, honey. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.